At the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, I saw a need for reusable cloth masks. Starting in February, I made masks for the local hospitals, schools, and people in my community. So far, I have made over 900 masks. Today, I'll be demonstrating to you how to make a reusable cloth mask. It is important to know that 100% cotton fabric is the best fabric to use because it is easy to breathe through. And that is what you need when you are layering a mask, because my masks have 2 layers on them to keep the virus from spreading. The first step is to cut an 11-inch circle out of a piece of fabric. You can purchase fabric at Hobby Lobby or Walmart or any fabric selling stores. You can get 4 masks out of a 1/4 yard of fabric, and that usually costs around $1 at Hobby Lobby. What you want to do with this 11-inch piece of fabric is fold it in half. Once you have folded in half, you want to fold the half in half again. Then that you have a triangle, kind of pizza looking, you want to cut on the straight edges. Now that you have 4 triangles, you want to take 2 of them and sew them together on the curved edge, just like this. Sewn right across the curved edge. And when you sew, you want to make sure to leave a 1/4 inch all the way across. Okay, the next step is to sew these 2 triangles together. And once you sew them, you can kind of see the shape of a mask. Now that you've sewed all the way around the mask, it's time to flip it over. But when you sew, you want to make sure to leave a gap so that you can flip the mask. A trick that I've learned is to take your scissors and poke it into the mask and get those points all the way out. And that will be very helpful for the next step. Okay, once those points are sticking straight out, what I have learned to do is to fold that gap, because it has to be closed now, and pin it for when you go and sew it, you know where to sew it at. But to give your mask a little more character, you may want to sew all the way around the mask. And if you do this, like I do, just make sure to leave 1/4 inch so you can get all the fabric and close that gap up. Once you've sewed all the way around it, it'll look like this. It just is cute and stylish with that seam on there. Now, what you want to do is fold these points over so you can stick the elastic in them. And I have an example here. If you want to just fold them over and sew straight across. What I like to do is pin it so it won't come up on me when I sew it. Alright, once you do that and sew all the way across on both sides, it's time for the elastic. What you want to do is take this 11-inch elastic and put the safety pin right on the end of it. Then feed the safety pin with the elastic on it through the opening that you left when sewing those points over. Take the safety pin off the elastic, and you can tie a knot in that elastic. Just tie it right at the end like this. And then, since this elastic knot at the end really isn't that pretty, you can just turn it and stick it right in the lip to where the knot isn't showing. Now you have a reusable cloth mask that you can wash after each town run. There are 2 size masks. This is an adult mask, and then there is a kid's mask. And the only difference is to making a kid's mask is instead of an 11-inch circle, you cut out a 9-inch circle. So I hope this helps everybody to make your own mask, because as you all know, masks can get very expensive, especially when you buy them in town. So making these are just way more affordable, because you can get a 1/4 yard, which makes 8 masks, for $1 at Hobby Lobby when on sale. So make sure next time you're out and about with the fabric sections, go and see which kind of mask you like and would be cute to make mask. Thank you. Are there any questions? Are there any questions?